Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for another video. It's that time I'm going to do one of our NFL game prediction videos. The game that we're going to be focusing on today, 4:25 p.m., the Baltimore Ravens versus the Kansas City Chiefs on CBS. We're going to break this game down, look at the offenses, the defense, the coaching, and try to predict the outcome, the winner, loser, what the final score might be. We'll also take an in-depth look at our best bets, the money lines, the spreads, the over-unders. First things first, before we get started, make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you have any comments, drop them below. Do you agree? Disagree? What are your thoughts on these matchups? Who do you think is going to walk away with the win? Drop it in the comment section. I will respond to every single comment. If you want to sign up for one of our member teams, make sure to check out that pinned comment down below. Click on that link. You can sign up there, and I would definitely appreciate it. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's start running through this game. This is one of the best games of the weekend, easily top 3 of all of our NFL games, 4:25 p.m. This Sunday, September 28th, CBS, the 1-2 Baltimore Ravens. They've had a pretty tough schedule to start the season. Their 2 biggest games, they did lose, though. They're catching a lot of heat for that, saying they can't win the big game. We know this is a very talented team under Harbaugh. They have a great offense. Defense does have some question marks right now. They want to rebound with a strong win here versus a runner-up to the Super Bowl last year. They're playing the 1-2 Kansas City Chiefs. Both teams under a lot of pressure. Both teams don't want to drop to a 1-3 record to start the season. Yes, everything is still in front of them. There's a long runway. They're probably both going to make the playoffs, but you don't want to fall 2 games under 500 within the first 4 weeks. Both of them would at least love to clip their way, fight their way back to 500 here, have some momentum going into week 5, and this is practically a 50-50 matchup with the fan vote. Chiefs are coming in this game with a 48.3% chance to win. The Ravens have 51.3%, practically an even 50-50 split with the fans. Baltimore, they are the Vegas favorites as well. 2.5-point favorites, a 48.5 over-under. The Ravens minus 149, the Chiefs plus 125. But we all know this. This is easily a pick-em matchup. This could go either way. You have a great offense versus a great defense. Baltimore last year, the number 3 offense in the NFL, averaging over 29 points a game. Throwing for 189, running for 185. The point is one of the most balanced offenses in the NFL. That's what they want to establish this season. One of the best running games, obviously, they have Derrick Henry just shy of 2,000 yards last season. You have Lamar Jackson. He can throw for 4,500 yards. He can run for 800 to 1,000 yards. The big thing here, Derrick Henry, he had like 3 fumbles last week. That's not going to happen again. That was a complete fluke. They got to get things back on track, and they want to get it by establishing the ground and pound. The ground game is going to open up that play action. Very deep offensive roster. Andrews, likely Derrick Henry, Bateman, Flowers, Walker. There's weapons up and down this field. The defense has been a little shaky so far this season, giving up a lot of yards through the air. But if they can get that offense on track, that's one thing that's also bothering Kansas City right now. The offense has been very slow to start the season. They were slow to start the year last year. They were only averaging about 20 to 21 points per game last season. They got to get that up this year. They got to get the ground game going. Patrick Mahomes right now is the leading rusher for the Chiefs. That's not going to cut it. Pacheco and company, Hunt, you got to establish the ground and pound. Take some pressure off of Mahomes because they don't have a deep wide receiver core. They're down their number 1 option. Well, let's be honest here. They don't honestly have a true number 1 wide receiver, but if they had to pick someone on this team, it was Worthy. Worthy's out. Hollywood Brown got to step up. Smith-Schuster kind of banged up this season. Travis Kelce, he's getting older at this point. He can't have the entire pass collection game on his shoulders. The wide receiver core as a whole has to step up. Patrick Mahomes can't do everything. Right now, looking at this game, like I said, Patrick Mahomes is still the leading rusher for the Chiefs, and that's just not something that you can rely on going forward. He has 125 rushing yards. He's going to get hurt. He's not a dual-threat quarterback. He is a mobile quarterback, but he doesn't want to run for 800 yards per season. He wants to beat you vertically with his arm, and the Chiefs do have one of the better defenses in the NFL, one of the best front sevens. They want to get after it, create havoc in the backfield, force you in the 3rd and long situations, but that's going to be easier said than here versus the Ravens because the Ravens do have a great offense. Looking at the team's overall stats, Baltimore comes in here statistically with the number 1 offense in the NFL, 37 points per game. They're throwing for 208. They're running for 122.7. They are giving up 32 points per game. One of the worst defenses, and that's pretty surprising here. They had the number 1 rush defense last season. They don't have it so far through the first 3 games. They're giving up 149 on the ground, 266 of the air. Secondary, very weak last season. It continues to be an issue so far this year. If you can't lock down, play man-to-man secondary, that creates issues for the front 7 because they can pin their ears back. They want to live in the backfield. That's been taken away from them so far this season. Casey, 20 points a game, throwing for 207.7, running for 108, giving up 18.7 points a game. That's actually not bad considering the fact that they're on the field a lot because the offense is not consistently getting first downs. They have the edge when it comes to defense. That's an obvious edge, but Baltimore has the edge when it comes to the overall offense, and that's also an obvious edge. This is going to be a very close game. We know the Ravens, their 2 losses this season, they had the win. They lost it at the end of the fourth quarter. They have some issues closing out games, and that's surprising because usually to close out an NFL game, you have to be the successful team at running the ball. That's something that they can do. They just have not been able to do it when they needed to do it. They've been giving up a lot of points fourth quarter, but I think they get that pressure off of them. When I do the prediction here, give me Baltimore walking away with the win. They win this one 27-20. I have them covering the spread, and I'm going to go with the under. Guys, that's our breakdown. That's our predictions and best bets for our Baltimore Ravens versus Kansas City Chiefs football game we have coming up this Sunday. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you have any comments, drop them below. Do you agree, disagree? What are your thoughts on this game? Who do you think is going to walk away with the win? Leave it in the comment section. I will respond to every comment. If you want to sign up for one of our member teams, check out that pinned comment below. And of course, as always, thank you for watching.